Tomatoes are a beast of a crop. And fortunately for us, they also give a beast of a harvest. But to get from something as small as its alien-like tiny seeds to the 8-foot monster plants with endless produce, well, our tomatoes are gonna need a couple of boosts. Hi, I'm Jeff from the Ripe Tomato Farms. Welcome back to another episode of the Garden Quickie, the show where in 2 minutes or less, we'll give you all those boosts for free. And today's episode is all about fertilizing those tomatoes. When, how much, and what with. Time's ticking and we got a lot to cover, so let's get to it. Tomato plants, in all their forms, are often classified as heavy feeders. And while it's true they do take up a lot of nutrients over their life cycle, you shouldn't go overboard with your fertilizer. In fact, even in container setups like these two Romas here, your tomatoes are only going to need to be fed twice. The first of those is either during or soon after the day you plant them. For me, I do like to fertilize around 48 to 72 hours after I plant them. But essentially, we're fertilizing at planting time to boost the plant into adulthood so that it can maximize those early stages of growth. For my containers, this works out great. But for my raised beds, which are always amended with super rich compost, I often find this feeding unnecessary. So sometimes I'll actually skip it. Which brings us to our second round of fertilizer, and that's applied when the fruit just starts to appear. The timing on this one is really key, because fertilizing too late can really mess up the tomato's taste, texture, and durability. So, if you missed this early window of fertilizing, well, you're better off skipping it in my opinion. Great, so our first feeding is right at planting time, and then again a month or so later when that fruit begins to appear. But what do we feed with? For me, if I'm not feeding directly with my own compost, then I'm using a balanced liquid organic fertilizer, at least for that first feeding. The second one, during the fruiting stage, can really benefit from dialing down the nitrogen, or the N in your NPK ratio. At that point in the life cycle, you really don't want to be promoting excessive leaf growth. So, try to find a blend where the first number is slightly lower. That's it for tomato fertilizing. Powerful, but pretty basic stuff that'll get you results. Know what else will get you results? Checking out the next episode of the Garden Quickie. Thanks for watching, guys. And hey, if Garden Quickies are your thing, be sure to click on this playlist here as we explore and solve more growing issues in 2 minutes or less.